counting up the bills with my dominant hand. Yo, choose up. Take this. Appreciate it. This too. Right, tear up the rim shot. I'm going global, coast to coast like my G.I. Joe present. I've yet to see a Cobra. So off my rocker, got me sipping club soda.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the...
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6". Fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The numbers a week ago for Henderson. 7 catches, 91 yards.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy. And that's exactly where he is now, number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 69 yards.
And while he may not verbalize it, in his mind, going up against this defense, one of the worst rush defenses in the league, he's thinking 200-plus in this game.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Let's go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, Bart.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. 3.5 to go, first quarter. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And some room to work. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team, because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good pickup there at 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Open man right side is Ingram. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 48-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
So that drive, 4 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Wide open receiver complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Tre'Davious White on the return. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down right near the 27. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And a lot of times you talk about establishing the ground game. Probably something they need to do more of here losing in the second quarter.
When you're riding your best horse, you've got to lather him up. The best running backs I've ever talked to, they've all said the exact same thing to me. I'll even break a good sweat until I get to 20 carries.
You're full of good wisdom. Let's see if they can get him into the game more now.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Penalty stings big time there. Wipes away a very good return.
And they work out it so hard because the goal is to give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken near the 13. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right on the 30-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Denver right after this. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Let's go!
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And Ingram holds it in. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Forced out to his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. Now back to throw. Flush, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Back to throw now on first down. A swing pass caught, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a toss going left. And he is into the end zone, so they get two more on the board here just before halftime. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of set you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get... But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
And an update from out west in Oakland. The Raiders are out to an early lead, and we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime.
Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let, and that's caught inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. to throw now on first down. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now a toss going left. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Singletary in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught at the 25. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about.
Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And he knocks it through.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together...
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Up big, and they go for 2, and they get it.
I remember being in high school and seeing an article in the paper where a local columnist had said, why are we fighting over sportsmanship and running up the score? Just run it up on everybody and deal with it. Some people just don't care that way, and obviously this coach feels the exact same way.
So that article is saying the defense should be able to stop them.
That's what they're trying to say. Hey, if you don't want it to happen, stop them. Otherwise, quit whining about it.
All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Something got lost in translation in this game. He's run the ball really well, done all the things that you want in a game plan, but unable to convert it into points, unable to ring the bell consistently enough to make it a winning effort.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Going to give this time to the tailback. A little juke. Space to run past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They're going to hurry back to the line to throw here. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 41 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind.
Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Launching one for Henderson. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This will be taken about the 12. And he is knocked down from the side. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. No grounding. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This is fielded at the 7. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there, becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Now a toss going left. There's a nice move. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Broncos on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 16.
All right, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. 3-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And some space here. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And so they run it in on the two-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for two. Start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 44-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. He'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They are, by the way, into the 4th quarter now in Oakland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want.
He's got a man complete. And out of of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, the perfect season remains intact.